Fire Emblem is a deeply complex...
I'll play with you.
Turn-based tactical RPG franchise.
Oh!
That first appeared on the Japanese Famicom in 19...
What are you doing?
The series is well known for its difficulty and permanent player unit. Fire Emblem is a game series where you control blue-colored units and you try to kill the red-colored guys, units, people. And that's the gameplay. But perhaps that's not why the series is suddenly so popular. The series lately has been filled with so many characters that so many people want to have sex with, it's almost a bit too ridiculous. Actually, no. Scratch that. It's pretty goddamn ridiculous. A favorite aspect of the newest main series games has been the ability to pair yourself up with other characters. Through conversations with these characters, you may eventually marry them. Or you can pair up other characters with each other who aren't you, and then you can end up fucking their kid. Whatever works, really. This aspect of the game has been heightened with the last main entry of the series, Fire Emblem Fates. Now you can hear them speak actual full sentences and touch their face sometimes. But who are these characters, and why do people like them so much? Why don't we look through a few? Maybe I'll be able to rope you into understanding why so many people like the series. Take this girl for instance. She's pretty cute and popular. She's got a sword, some boots. She's very blue. I like her. Then you have this lighter blue girl who totally isn't like the previous blue girl, because this one has a nice dancer getup. She's got bare feet, and she's your cousin. So only positives and good things here, really. Next up we have Fox Girl, who is great because I just want to fuck a fox, honestly. Up next we have this lady, Camilla, who has a very good character development. You see, at the start of the game, she wants the main character's dick, and at the end of the game, she wants the main character's dick. So really, me being lonely fucktard jerking off to cartoons, what more do I really need than some fictional sociopathic character who lusts for me unconditionally? Because being loved otherwise is hard. But what about for the ladies, you may be asking? Who are these hot dudes that might have attractive enough boners that you might be interested enough to have stuck inside your moist hole? Well, first up, we have this guy, Crom, who is termed Daddy by the Incorruptible fanbase, or this guy, Xander, who is also termed Daddy by the same Incorruptible fanbase, or this guy, if you're actually serious about wanting a daddy, because he's literally had his sperm form into human beings before on multiple occasions. Then we have this trio of beloved characters, of which we have the overly sexual bi character. Next we have Manchest, who is hyper-characterized, but that's the whole reason he's fun. And lastly we have Prince Leo, who has an undying obsession with tomatoes. Even though that's never brought up in the main game, or is at all relevant to his character. This is because how Fire Emblem characters work is that you take a character design that looks pretty good, fit them inside an existing archetype, and just add one or two stupid nonsensical details to them so that they maybe actually seem like a real character and not some amateur bullshit OC. Or, you know, take an alright character design and just give them one or two traits and call it quits. What I mean to say is that all these characters are wonderful and great and well written, and I love them all equally in my heart of hearts. Coming up next for you females who may be questioning your sexuality, we have bi girls for you. Or if you want to go full on butch lesbian, then hey, we have just what you're looking for. Really, no joke to say here. Just stating facts at this point. But what about you asexuals out there who might not be into this gross, disgusting sexual stuff? Well then I got you covered, because instead of wasting your time fantasizing and wishing you could hump or get humped by a cartoon, you might actually be interested in reading the in-game dialogue with some of these characters. Grow a legitimate attachment to them, not by weighing the pros and cons of how big the bulge setting is on their sex parts, but by reading into their backstories and personalities. So just find someone who just kind of clicked with you, and read some of that well-written dialogue, and oh wait, this dialogue is trash. Well, guess there really isn't anything for you then, asexuals. I'm sorry, I guess. I mean, there's the gameplay aspect of Fire Emblem still, but who plays Fire Emblem for the gameplay? But all of you who have been satisfied thus far are forgetting the one. No, not her. I mean, yes, she is the true one. But yet, there is another. You may be wondering now, what possible character could be truer than Incest Princess? And the answer to that is simple. Incest Queen, the mother of the main protagonist from Fire Emblem Fates. And she's a MILF. Now. Okay, joking aside, before any of you get disgusted at me, more so than you are, allow me to elaborate that I do not condone the pairing between a son and a mother. Anyway, her name is Mikoto. Is that how you pronounce it?
Mikoto.
Mikoto.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just gonna keep saying it the way I've been saying it, I guess. Anyway, her name is Mikoto, and she's only in a small portion of the game, because, spoilers, she gets murdered in one of the beginning chapters, which means that barely anyone remembers her. Also means that she gets barely any fan art. All the while, Camilla is drowning in it. Christ, I'm having to take this into my own hands and just specifically commission people just so Mikoto can have more art finally. Now, since you may be wondering why I love this character so much, one that is barely in the game at all, so allow me to gush endlessly about her, because that's what this video is now. A glorified appreciation post. She's a loving mother, she has a beautiful smile, enchanting laugh/giggle, she's kind and polite, has a relaxing voice, unless it's the corrupted ghost version of her and she gets a critical, in which case,
lay down your weapon!
Sounds a bit too much like Effie for my taste. Almost as if they were voiced by the same person. Funny how that works, but let's not break the illusion that this fictional 2D character isn't real. I also love that little beauty mark. Oh, and there's also a hack that lets you play as Mikoto in the game. But does that mean I can fuck her? She's a gentle and generous soul who treated Orochi like a daughter and her stepchildren as her own. While living, she had her own goofy moments and could be described as a wise sage in an accidental gesture, which just, that's cute. I like that. Her name means precious in nobility, and again, I like that. That's just precious. It's cute. And she's just fucking gorgeous, I'm sorry. And then she gets killed after sacrificing herself to you. Her one and only true child who was taken away from her while you were still an infant. On top of that, during the true route of the game, you have to end up fighting and killing her corrupted ghost. Yeah, that's fine. My heart can totally take that. Yeah, that's good. I like that, yeah. That's also not even mentioning the paid for DLC barely anyone played because Fates was an overly expensive trash fire. But in the DLC map Endless Dawn, you confront the possessed ghost of Mikoto yet again, but can only do so this time with the children characters you have. If you face off against Mikoto as Kana, the offspring of the player avatar, she has special dialogue. Here's that dialogue if you're the female avatar with a male Kana.
My, you are an adorable moppet. You look just like that one did when they were younger.
I do.
Ah, Corin. How I wish I could have been a mother to you. To hold your hand, tell you bedtime stories, make meals for you. So many things I wanted to do together. And never could.
Are you crying?
Am I? How strange. I seem to have already forgotten why. But my memory went, alongside my dreams, a very long time ago.
She also says something else when you're the male avatar with the female Kana. No, I'm not crying.
Corin?
Do you mean Papa?
Ha ha ha, I am mistaken. That child would be much older than you are now. Why did they never return to my arms?
What happened to Papa and the others? Do you know where they are?
No. I don't remember. Once you have your heart's desire, all that's left is to fade into emptiness. My heart aches, child. Perhaps if you came with me, the pain would stop.
The dramatic impact of her words probably were partially lost due to the voice of text, but oh well. You can still see how overly tragic her character is and how she deserved literally none of this. What's that? We can stay together forever if I just die? Oh, okay. Oh, hold up real quick. Sorry about that, there were a few guys that tried to threaten my life because I badmouthed Camilla earlier. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, time to talk about the app game, Fire Emblem Heroes. Hey guys, I heard you liked a tactical RPG with a rich story. Here, I'm just going to add some water and whoops! I may have watered it down a little too much, but here you go, Fire Emblem Heroes, and enjoy it, give us money. Fire Emblem Heroes, a game that takes characters from all sorts of eras from the Fire Emblem franchise and puts them all together. Oh, but I've only played Awakening and Fates. Who are these other characters, or why does they look so stupid? Don't you worry your pretty little head. The cast of returning characters is 40% from Awakening and Fates. 2 games out of a long-running franchise that has 15 main entries. 75% of the special costume characters in Heroes is also from Awakening and Fates. Which, oh yeah, there's special costume versions of some characters. What better way to bait you into playing and paying more by continuously adding fan-servicey character costumes? Because by God, I will forever be unable to achieve true happiness in my empty, pathetic life unless I'm able to own all of the Camillas. Disclaimer. I realize that Fire Emblem only gained relatively recent popularity in the West 6 years ago, and that adds to the focus of Awakening and Fates. But would it kill them to try to bring the newer audience to like the older games too? How about you start doing that by remaking a game that's not the black sheep of the series and one of the worst selling in Japan, like Path of Radiance? Me commenting on Heroes like this was perhaps unfairly harsh, but let me be overcritical of things I like. Also, you are allowed to like Heroes, it's just not for me. Shmeh. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this whole mess. I know how to fix Fire Emblem. Since Fire Emblem wants to focus more on the character aspect of the game, with getting close to characters while shipping other characters, why don't we just make Fire Emblem into a Tomodachi type game? That way we can take our significant others with us everywhere we go, or work on establishing our ships throughout the day, where we get to take care of our Fire Emblem characters, feed them, pet them, have them procreate, and even clean up their shit. Fuck me. Why do I like this trash? Was there even a point to this video? Nah, fuck it. This is the end.